Power 104.1, The Source. Memphis #1 Southern Soul and R&B station. This is Tate Jones on the microphone. Say it with me now. Tate Jones on the microphone. I would like to welcome everybody out to the Tate Jones Show this Sunday afternoon. And I definitely got to get some feedback on that brand new intro song. Thank you, Radio Rashid. He put that together for me. Pop them fans to this. I'm very excited this afternoon because we got a very special guest that's sitting right here in the Power Studio with me today. Oh, y'all better get ready for a good one. Go tell your friend to tell another friend to tell another friend that Tate Jones is on the microphone. And when we return from these few messages, we'll be back right here with, oh boy, Al Kapeezy. You heard me right. Al Kapeezy. So after these commercial breaks, we'll be back with Memphis's own Al Capone. Power 104.1, The Source, Memphis #1 Southern Soul and R&B station. This is Tate Jones on the microphone. Say it with me now, Memphis. Tate Jones on the microphone. And welcome out to the Tate Jones Show once again. And we get ready to talk to the man, Memphis' own, Al Kapeezy, a.k.a. Al Capone. Y'all, please give a warm welcome right here on the Tate Jones Show for Mr. Al Capone.
Hey, oh boy, I'm here, man. What's happening with you, man?
That's right, we got you in the Power Studios finally.
Yes, sir.
And you know what, man, we've been playing different songs of yours on the station, and we got drops of you on the station. We got promos on the station. I said, I got to get him here,
man,
in the station.
Hey, man, say, man, hey, on everything, I appreciate all the support and love that y'all been showing. That's first and foremost. But on top of that, man, I just enjoy listening to, the music that y'all been playing, man. A lot of that good Southern soul, that you don't get a chance to hear all the time. It's just, It's cool to just tune in, man, and get a dose of some new stuff that I probably hadn't heard before.
Exactly.
But yeah, I dig what you're doing, man, and I appreciate the support at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate you tuning in and being a supporter and a loyal listener of ours, man. We love it because over here at Power 104.1, The Source, you're going to get stuff you're not going to get from other radio stations in this area and probably many other areas,
Mm-hmm.
And we love playing local artists.
I see.
Power 104.1. Yes.
I got a dose of New Boy jam. I was like, okay, look at my guy New Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get y'all ready for them dance steps. I'll be hearing, of course, I hear Sheba.
Oh, yeah.
I hear Mr. Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm trying to think, what's my, I never met him before, but it's this song that y'all play.
What is that?
Oh, man. He's real smooth and laid back, and he's telling the female to turn around. To turn around.
Oh, you talking Bird Williams?
Man. Hey,
Williams.
Bird Williams. If anybody know Bird Williams,
I know Bird Williams.
Let him know I'm a major fan of that man. That song, that I can't wait to hear that song. And when I can't hear it, I just go pull it up, man. I just got to jam that one, man. Hey, Bird Williams, man, I'm a fan for real.
Oh, yeah, he does his thing.
Yes, sir.
He's another
Single B, that's another one.
Yes,
I get shout out to my guy Single B. So yeah, y'all do represent and really support local artists. Yeah. As well as the big names or the national names or whatever the case may be. But y'all definitely show love to the local artists here. And we appreciate that, man. Especially doing this style of music.
That's right, because I know for a fact, Power 104.1, The Source. You say it all together like a Tribe Called Quest. Even when you're looking for it, you say Power 104.1 The Source.
Mm-hmm.
We play more local artists, I know, than any other radio station in this area.
All right, man. Well, put your stamp on it then.
I'm putting it on there.
Yes, sir.
But we got the man right here in the studios, Al Kapeezy.
You did.
Now, you are a local legend. You are a national legend. You are an award winner. Man.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want to bring you here in the studios to learn a little bit more about you and let the listening audience learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
So tell us, how did you really get started in music?
Man, I just fell in love with, really kind of started with just a lot of the early soul music. I was like a kid. So, my mom and grandmom and aunties, they used to play all the, the Stax and the Motown. And so I just fell in love with just music because they were playing it. I just caught a bug, man. And before I know it, I started learning how to write songs, just listening to song structures. And I started learning how to write songs, and I couldn't sing, so I ain't gonna lie. When hip hop came in, it gave me entrance into being an actual artist because it gave me a way to express my lyrics through rap. So yeah, and I was able to get into it coming in on that angle, but I love all forms of music. I just love music, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially from Memphis, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're a music city. You hear me?
I mean, without a doubt, I preach all the time. Music here in Memphis has such a rich heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have such a rich heritage. Now, we started this station back in 2024, June 1st of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we decided to go with June is because June is African American Music Appreciation Month. And for those who didn't know it, it was started way back in the 70s. In 1979, President Jimmy Carter proclaimed June as National Black Music Appreciation Month, also known as Black Music Month.
Man, you gave me some game. I did not know that.
Yes, way back in 79.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter, late great President Jimmy Carter. He started because African Americans have done a lot in America, period.
Trust that.
But on the music scene, I found out that Memphis has more credits, I would say, for as African American music during the years than any other city in this country.
Man, you know your history. I see you. Hey, I see you know your history, man.
I've been a student since I've done this radio station. I've been trying to learn more and more and more.
Did that.
Now back to you. Now you said you started writing.
Yes.
And what would you say? What was the first song that you actually put out, or you put beats to the lyrics that you put together?
Okay, I'm gonna say the first song that actually got some radio play was actually a song that I wrote in the 8th grade. It was for a DJ at the time in Memphis by the name of C.J. Morgan.
Okay.
And he had this song. It was a Christmas song called Leroy and Roosevelt Reindeer.
I remember that.
It was a Christmas song. So he already had the singing version of the song, which is a replica of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But they needed a rap version of it. And I had an uncle that was cool with C.J. Morgan, and he reached out to me about, shout out my guy DJ Dennis Hewlett. What's up, man? But he asked me could I write a rap because he knew I knew how to write rap songs. So I wrote the rap version of Leroy and Roosevelt Reindeer, and it was produced by a guy that's very known in the music scene as a musician by the name of Kurt Casey Clayton. He actually made the music then. We never knew each other, and we found out years later that he was the one that I found out years later that he was the one that made the music. But anyway, that was the very first song that I ever wrote. I didn't rap it. C.J. Morgan rapped it. Okay. And but it got radio play, and I was in the 8th. It was either the 8th or 9th grade, man. And that was, being that young and knowing that you did something that actually got on the radio was amazing.
But I just can't even imagine, being that young and actually getting something that you wrote on the radio. Man, you had to walk around that. 8th grade class, but your chest stuck way out.
I did, but it was only one problem. They never gave me credit for writing it.
Oh,
so
man.
most people didn't know that I wrote. I knew I wrote it for sure.
Right.
I'm saying, and I never got credit for writing it, so I didn't really get the accolades for writing it. And the only accolades I wanted was popularity with the girls at the school at the time. That would have made me happy just that alone. But still, I knew I did it, and it was still a boost for myself personally.
Okay. Well, man, that sounds really good.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, that was the first one.
That's the first one. So from there, where did you transition to, and what made you continue to write and eventually get on the mic yourself?
Well, I always I was doing it I was always writing and rapping myself, and at some point, the Memphis rap scene started to develop its own sound and style. You had earlier people like DJ Spanish Fly. You had
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Rated J. They were turning up at Club No Name / Club Expo. So I'm listening to them and I'm getting inspired. And then we had all of the some of the early guys like Gangsta Pat that started to make a name for himself. So I was able to get my foot in right at that moment. And the first song that most people know me by in Memphis is a song called Lyrical Drive-By. And once I popped off with that, my name just blew up. And from there, I'm doing shows in Memphis and the surrounding areas. I always like to shout out Mississippi, Arkansas, and other parts of Tennessee, because they was like some of the first places that I was able to go to outside of Memphis and experience, love from fans in a way that, your hometown love you. But when you step out a little bit, and folks that don't get to see you on a daily basis, and they let you know, they make you feel. I felt like Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that. Michael Jackson when I ain't going in them places in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee, man. So shout out to them, and from there, I just kept going, man. And like I said, my name got out there, and I never stopped. I learned how to hustle as an independent artist, and that's been my journey.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm sure Jackson was a part of that. That's my hometown, Jackson.
Man, Jackson was a part of that, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I remember Lyrical Drive-By.
Yes,
I remember that.
Jackson, Tennessee was one of them, man. Couldn't wait to hit that highway, get up the highway about an hour or less based on how fast you drive.
Exactly. Man, I remember that song, I can't remember how I was, but I remember. I said, that guy, he's out of Memphis. Man, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember what kind of inspired you to write that? Was a lot of things going on in Memphis that you seen? Or just straight your head? Or what?
Well, basically it was the Memphis rap scene, the club, it was Studio G at the time, 380 Bill.
Right.
That's where we used to go, and they people like DJ Squeaky and many other DJs. They were playing the music. People gangster walking. You know what I'm saying? So it was I just wanted to make something that fit into that club scene at the time. And then Lyrical Drive-By, of course, is lyrical drive-by, so it was never about literally doing a drive. It was like me using a metaphor of doing a drive-by on social issues. Lyrical drive-by is really a social song. A lot of people, I blended street terminology with what I was saying, but it was all about doing a drive-by on social issues that we were going through as young blacks. In Memphis at the time, and it was really way more social. I just used street metaphors to make the song. So that's basically what it was.
Give me a time reference. What year was that roughly?
That was 91.
91, okay.
91. Yeah, 91. Lyrical Drive-By popped off in 91. That's when I used to go by the name Scarface Al, straight from the underworld.
There we go. I remember all that.
A black brother with gold teeth and a nouveau curl. I had the nouveau curl back then, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I believe, when somebody came from Memphis, we're like, oh, he got the S curl. I mean, he must be from Memphis.
See. Now you just disrespected the nouveau curls by calling it the S curl. Yeah, S curls was out there. But Nouveau curl, I always have to let people know it was the upper echelon of curls. Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. No drip. You know what I'm talking about?
Drip.
Yeah, my S curls, no sir. No sir. Jerry curls, no sir. You know what I'm saying? You either go with a Hawaiian silk or you go get you a Nouveau curl. You hear me? That part.
Well, I tell you what, we get ready to take a commercial break right here. Y'all stay tuned right here on the Tate Jones Show. We got more with Al Kapeezy.
Oh boy!
After these messages. Power 104.1, The Source, Memphis #1 Southern Soul and R&B station. This is Tate Jones on the microphone. Y'all hear the song? Tate Jones on the microphone. And we're back on the Tate Jones Show with Al Kapeezy.
You hear me?
We was talking about a lyrical drive-by that was around in the
91.
91. That's a significant date for me. 91. 19. For all the millennium, we talk about 1991. Not the 2000s, but back in the 1900s.
Damn, hey man, you know what? I can see them saying the 1900s sound like 1800s too.
Exactly.
Like them folks is super old.
Exactly.
That's crazy. But that's what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? We was laying it down and pioneering the whole new scene in the hip hop industry, and I kept going, and you know, and at some point the 2000s did come up, and when the 2000s came, I was blessed to be able to have some music in this movie called Hustle and Flow.
Oh Lord, I remember that movie, man. Let me give you my little brief experience with Hustle and Flow.
Okay.
Now, you know, they had the scene at Crystal Palace.
Yep.
And I was out there. You know, I remember Anthony Anderson and Terrence Howard, and what's the tall, slender white guy name?
That was DJ Qualls.
DJ Qualls.
Qualls with a Q.
With a Q. Okay. Yes. I remember they was outside in the parking lot, you know, and I was one of the extras.
For real?
And man, they just kept on shooting that scene over and over, and I ended up leaving. I'm gone, man. I said, how many takes they gonna do? But I ended up leaving. And my partner told me the next day, man, if you'd have stayed, they fed everybody breakfast. I said, man, we did 100 takes. I wasn't finna stay there all night. But when I was back home in Jackson, that's where I watched Hustle and Flow for the first time. And I jumped up in the movie theater. Hey, y'all see me? I was in that movie. But, you know, they probably cut my scene out because I left early.
That's too funny. Hey, man, that's cool that you was there, because that particular scene in the movie, they play one of my songs called Get Crunk, Get Buck. So if you ever see the Crystal Palace scene, and when everybody's in the parking lot, the song that they're playing is an Al Capone song called Get Crunk, Get Buck. So that's wild that you was but you're right. A lot of people think, you know, making movies and videos, they see the glamorous part after it's done,
the finished product,
but they have no idea how many times they have to do one scene over and over and over. And you're right, it's like, man, come on, you gotta really love being an actor to do that, because you know, after a while it's like, man, okay, I'm ready to go.
Right. So tell us, how did you get actually linked up with the movie? Now I know Craig Brewer was the producer.
Yes.
The director.
Yes, he's the writer. He's the writer and director.
He's the writer and director. Yes. Now he's a Memphian, right?
Yeah, he's from Memphis.
So how'd you get hooked up with him to get your music on that movie?
Well, it really started. I met him before, a couple of years before, and he was an independent filmmaker, and I'm an independent artist. And we both were I was taking my music, and he was taking his independent films through a distribution company here in Memphis called Selecto Hits. So we met. Going up there to, get our stuff distributed. That's how we met, and we just kept in touch. And, one day I gave him a call, and he was, kind of told me what was going on with the film as far as John Singleton, the late, great John Singleton.
Yes.
And for those that don't know, John Singleton is the one that made the movie Boys in the Hood with Ice Cube. He made Poetic Justice. Hold on. I said it like Ice Cube. I don't want Ice Cube, Lawrence Fishburne, Cuba Gooding Jr., Neil Long. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? And Poetic Justice with Tupac and Janet Jackson, and the list goes on and on.
And
So,
one of the more caring ones when he passed was Snowfall. Everybody knows about Snowfall.
Yes. So that was the last one. One of the last projects he was working on before he passed. So John Singleton. So Craig, let me know John Singleton is coming into town, and they still looking for a particular theme song. So I ended up writing and producing this song called "Keep Hustling, Keep Flowing." So I did that to get, because that's what they're looking for. They let me talk to Terrence Howard and figured out, exactly what was going on. So I made that song. They came in, they fell in love with it. They were like, yes, this is what we wanted, this is what we need. So while they was talking, I played one of my independent CDs that I was coming out with a mixtape. And when I played it, Whoop That Trick came on.
Oh,
so
man.
When they heard it, they were like, whoa, what's that? You know what I'm saying? And before I know it, they were like, man, hey, we really need to get a song like that for the character, Terrence Howard character to do. And, we worked it out, and, that's how it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Before you know it, it went from Hustle and Flow to the Grizzlies. You hear me?
Man, I don't know how many times that I have watched Hustle and Flow, but that is one of my favorite scenes when they trying to figure that out. They were like, I mean, he got the rap in his side and kept the beat.
Yeah.
They were trying to.
Yeah.
Like, no, cut them fans off, Nola. And man, when they finally got together, all of them got hyped up.
Yeah.
And man, that's one of my favorite scenes right there. I promise you, that is one of my favorite scenes. I like to see stuff from birth and come all the way out to full development.
Exactly.
And man, they trying to figure that. Man,
Let me tell you something about that particular scene too, because I made the music as well. So they actually they recorded me at the studio. They said, show us how you made the song, how you made the music. So I went through each element, playing the keyboard part, add the hi-hats, add the kick drum, then the snare. I kind of went through each step, and they replicated. So in the movie, when you see the white dude doing it,
yeah,
he's replicating what they just videotaped me doing.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
wow.
Just give you some fun fact of when you look at that scene, it's a replica of what I did. Basically, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I feel honored to be a part of a historic film like that. And again, like I said, it went from there to.
Oh my!
It went from there. Some kind of way it went from there to the Grizzlies.
Man,
I love that.
I love that too, man. You are representing from the city.
Yes, sir.
On that, man.
Yes, sir.
To get a part of an NBA franchise right here in Memphis.
Amazing.
For that song to be in there, man.
And it was all the fans. I had nothing to do with it. I got a call one day and they was like, man, they chanting Whoop That Trick at the Grizzlies guy. I'm like, man, come on. Y'all see, here they go trying to prank me. You know what I'm saying? I think they pranking me, but, I found out it was for real. Next thing, they called and asked me to, start coming in, hyping the crowd up with it. And, the rest is history, man. We just, it's just been the turn up ever since,
Man, and like I said, I think they, like you said, have adopted that song. And man, every season you're going to hear that song. You're going to see that video.
Hey. All I can say is, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate it. You know what I'm talking about? It just really comes down to that. It was the people, and I had nothing to do with it. When I said it's the people, it comes back to, it was a blessing, because I didn't have no control over it. Okay. But I'm riding the wave. You hear me?
You're supposed to.
I've been riding the wave ever since. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what the crazy part is? As popular as that has gotten, I didn't want to go in. For some reason, I didn't want to go in the direction of, trying to keep replicating, what you consider crunk or whatever that sound is. I wanted to do something that I felt like it hadn't been done before on a certain level. And that's when I started going into the direction of blues and rap. I said, man, I don't think nobody really just fully embraced blending blues and rap together. So, and then, I felt like at the age I was at the time, which was 5 years ago, I'm saying, like it just, but at
Well, a lot happened 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we
sure
was in the
ain't lying.
pandemic.
We was in the whole pandemic.
We saw some stuff that we have never seen in the history of our lives.
True that.
When they stopped the March Madness, when they stopped the NBA season, in my mind, like, do you know how many millions of dollars are going to be lost? How many people are going to be out of work because of the arenas not having these games?
And was lost.
So that was significant right there 5 years ago.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no, that was a time in history where, everybody had to sit still. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the term outside came from, because we was stuck in the house so long. By the time we was able to get back out, man, everybody like, we outside, we back outside. So yeah. So man, I decided I wanted to do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I started blending blues and rap. I started focusing, really trying to, craft that. Because my thing was, I didn't want to do it just to do it. I wanted to really respect, where the blues came from. And I wanted to respect where I came from with hip hop and really make it make sense together, make it feel right. And, I did, make sure I did a lot of research. And through that research, it's so many decades of the blues that has happened from the time that it first started, you know what I'm saying? And, back in the day, on up to now. And I'm able to do like different styles of blues with my rap music and do it the right way. But in the process of that, Southern Soul just, it had its own stamp, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I felt like Southern Soul was an extension of the blues, and from that I was like, man, I gotta find the right thing to make sense for that too. And Vice Grip came out of that, you know what I'm saying? I was like, because I was already doing like bluesy rap songs with B.B. King type of vibe, Albert King vibes, and, just different. Even going back to Muddy Waters and Bobby Rush, my guy Bobby Rush, and
living legend.
Yes, sir. Living, my respect to that guy, Bobby Rush, man.
91 years old, still doing it,
man. And he talks, he mentors me in a lot of ways where and I appreciate it because I understand his historic value when it comes to this whole scene. So yeah, I just started doing that, and before I know it, man, I made Vice Grip. And it was like more Southern Soul, and you know what I'm saying. Right. So it's when you hear my project, which I have a project out now called The Blues Rap, man. If you go online and you search it, it's on all streaming platforms. You're gonna hear the blues rap songs, but then Vice Grip is gonna be one of those Southern Soul vibe songs that's on there.
Let me ask you this question. This going back to a little research that I've done that I found out years ago. Did you know B.B. King did at least one rap song?
Man, really?
He did one rap song.
Hey, man, you guys to put me up on that, man. That's amazing. For real?
He did one rap song with one of my favorite rappers from back in the day.
Okay.
Heavy D.
Are you serious? Okay, I got to pull it up.
Yeah.
I got to pull it up. That's dope. That's dope.
I mean, it's a great song. Matter of fact, we're going to get into it pretty soon, but I mean, him and Heavy D, I mean, they made a collage, man,
wow,
that you wouldn't believe. I think Heavy D was the perfect person.
I agree.
To do that song with. I mean, Heavy D had that smooth.
Oh, yeah. Heavy D was
man,
smooth.
He's one of my favorites.
The overweight lovers in the house.
There you go.
Yeah.
I remember the song when they had all the rappers, the East Coast rappers. He said,
self-destruction?
Yeah, self-destruction.
Yeah.
That is. He said, heaven's at the door, so there'll be no bomb rushing. But yeah, but that's a great song. So Vice Grip is a song that we definitely are playing on the air in regular rotation.
Salute.
People love that song, You have several other songs that we're playing. Turn Up the Blues.
Yeah.
That's another one of the songs we're playing. But today we're going to debut a song that we hadn't played yet. But I want you to go ahead and introduce it for us.
All right, man. Let me introduce the song by one of my homies. He goes by the name of Sir Charles Jones. Y'all know him very well. And man, listen, we met. I'm gonna give him a quick introduction. We met through a friend of mine named Mike D. And we went to KC Studio. He recorded a couple of songs with me, and then he said, "Man, I need you on one of mine." You know what I'm saying? And this is the song that came out of when he said he needed me on one of his songs. And this song is called Drop It Low. Sir Charles Jones featuring Al Capone, Kapeezy. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, man, that is a good song right there. I mean, I'm crazy about it. I'm like, man, I have forgot about the song. I said, I know you had told me about it. I said, why am I not playing this song? And it just came across my mind. I said, yeah, we gotta get this song out there.
Man, I appreciate you, man, getting it on the air, and you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's a real nice collaboration. Yeah, we vibe very well, and we started shooting the video for it.
Okay.
And we did some of the video at the Rocking Chair, the club, the Rocking Chair, and yeah, so hopefully one day soon y'all will see the video to the song. But yeah, man, working with Sir Charles Jones, that's another accomplishment that I feel like that I was able to make. And man, honestly, coming from hip hop, I appreciate that a lot of the blues and Southern soul fans embrace me, you know what I'm saying, and accepted me. And I think it comes from the fact that I wasn't trying to exploit the sound. I was really, I wanted to respect it from the jump, you know what I'm saying? And whether anybody connected with it or not, I just felt like it was the right thing to do for me, and you know, to really respect where the roots of all of our music come from. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's either blues or gospel. You know what I'm saying? Go. Blues or gospel. That's where the roots of black music come from, man.
Amen.
Every genre of music stems from those two sounds in one way, shape, form, or fashion.
Well, I'll tell you what, we definitely really appreciate you coming by the studios today.
Yes, sir.
Man, you know, there are a lot of fake profiles on Facebook and on the internet. So every time I interview someone, I always say, please give us your real tag so people can follow the real artist. So go ahead.
All right, this. I always tell people really to go to my website, akmemphis.com. If you go to that website, you'll see all the different links to all my social medias, from Instagram to YouTube to Facebook, all that. So go to my website, akmemphis.com. One more time, akmemphis.com, and get a dose of your guy, Al Capone, Kapeezy. Oh boy, thank you all for showing love. Thank you, Power 104.1, The Source. Thank you, Tate Jones. I was still Mike Jones. Tate Jones on the microphone. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you all, man. I appreciate the love, man. I'm representing Memphis and the Mid-South to the day I die. Just came from Italy, too.
That's right.
Just came from Italy, man. And they booked me strictly on my blues and soul music. So, number love, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us and supporting this station, man.
That's right.
Boy.
That's right. Now, when you went to Italy, that's a soul festival, but it was something significant about you on there, right? You the first.
I was the first rapper on this. It's called the Peretta Soul Festival in Italy, and they've been doing it for 37 years.
And you're the first rapper.
And they booked me as the first rapper ever.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get out of hand.
But it was because of the blues and soul rap that I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people are recognizing what I'm doing. They're appreciating what I'm doing. And shout out to my guy Singer B. He always be rocking with me and making sure, you know, we do what we do. But yeah, I appreciate the love and the support, and I'm not stopping.
There you go.
I'm zoned in and I'm zoned out, and I ain't stopping, man. So get you some of that Al Kapeezy, man. That's what I call myself when I'm doing my blues and soul.
Al Kapeezy.
Al Kapeezy. If you want something underground, go to get some Al Capone. But when you want the blues and soul, it's Al Kapeezy.
All right, there, Al Kapeezy. This is Tate Jones on the microphone. Say it with me now. Tate Jones on the microphone. That's it. Power 104.1, The Source, Memphis #1 Southern Soul and R&B station. Stay tuned right here for the best of blues, Southern Soul, and R&B. Until next Sunday, this is Tate Jones saying, see ya.